When we last saw Amber, her grandmother had just died, and her aunt had kicked her out of her house, and she didn't feel like she could go back home. So it was time for her to find a new home. Alright, so I should first of all say that Amber is absolutely incorrect. She would be welcome home in an instant by her parents, but she felt like they kind of threw her away, and she just really doesn't feel like going back home. In fact, she's trying to kind of disappear. And for that reason, she's been going by an alias. She is now Amber Locksley, kind of a little nod to Robin Hood there. And she's living in this beautiful new apartment. Yeah, it's a little beat up, but it's pretty much all that she could afford. Now, she has dropped out of school because school just was not her thing, and she has joined in kind of a little petty thief ring. She's not making a lot of money doing this. It's just, a way for her to make a few bucks. It was basically the only people who would hire her. She has no high school degree. She actually never even did even the most basic of her homework type tasks. And so, just it's kind of been a rough couple of weeks for sure. I should probably mention for those who have not seen the blog lately, she's made some new enemies. Most recently in Clement. The only reason she has any money, by the way, is because she kind of stole some gifts from him. It was another one of her fights, and it didn't go well, but it went well enough that she kind of left with a few things. I think she's going to invite the gang over. It kind of gives us an excuse to visit with some of them and maybe create a new enemy. We do need a few of them. So far, we've only won one fight. At some point in time, we need to manage to win 3 fights and make 5 enemies. I don't think we've officially declared Clement an enemy, but I think Kay is, and Melissa is. Okay, can we clear out of the bathroom here? I really need to use this. Probably should not have invited everyone over to our house when we are supposed to be allowing people to prank. Yeah, not great. Well, it'll help her improve her handiness skill at least. Why don't we all gather and, I don't know, just watch some TV together. Try to stay out of trouble as much as possible. I think she just wanted some people around. She was feeling a bit lonely. As much as things were kind of up and down with her grandmother at the end there, she really did love her. She's so excited to have them over. I'm still not quite sure how that TV is managing to stay up there. It's just barely hanging on. I do think we're going to upgrade our capacity so that we can get one more in here. We have 3 guys, I think, and 2 girls. And then actually, technically, Amber would make it 3 girls. So we don't really need to worry too much about keeping things even. I feel like, Bryce here with a name like Hammer sounds like the kind of guy who should be in this group. Okay, who broke the TV? We're gonna have to repair it. Honestly, I feel like we better make everyone leave before they steal things. We need to remember to meet at the park because we really don't have enough things around here. We really don't want to have to be worrying about trouble and stealing. Hello, is this Finny? I mean, she's gonna want to know what's going on. Yes? Oh, okay, listen. I need a place to stash this money. Take it. Don't tell anyone. 5,000 simoleons? Oof, this is probably not going to end well for us. Okay, she's a bit of an irresponsible teenager. So I feel like, she gets $5,000 in her pocket. She's going to do something crazy. Like get a stupidly ridiculous TV or something like that. Alright, so she bought this TV and a game system. And she'd had an uncomfortable night of sleep, so she decided a new bed was in order. And that basically wiped out everything that she just got. Hey, what happened to that money you promised me? What gives? Your lifestyle is ruining the environment. Don't you even care? Since you refuse to hear my advice, you give me no other option than to take matters into my own hands. The trees have spoken. What? What are we talking about? What are you doing? What are you doing? Fight you to leave. No, you get out of my... Get out of here. What do you mean you can't get to her? Get over here. Go here. We're gonna fight you. I don't know what you did, but you're gonna leave. Our neighbor... Oh my goodness. There's plenty of room. You were able to get in here before. This is like the same person. What the? Fight you, come on. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna reset you. Fight. I really get annoyed when this doesn't work. I want to add you to a group or something. Can we at least mean talk to you or something? What is your problem? Mean? Rude introduction? Okay. We can really introduce ourselves. Now fight you to leave. Get the heck out of my apartment. What are you doing here? Don't just politely wave. Get the heck out of my apartment. What are you doing here? You don't mess with my computer. Who do you think you are? Yeah, bit of an awkward encounter. Go figure. You're fuming. You came into my apartment and destroyed my, computer. It's not the greatest, but it still works. Well, it did. I don't know if we're still gonna... Okay, wait, can we become an enemy? Declare an enemy. You're offended by this conversation? You're the one that was in here. Yeah, get the heck out of my apartment. You are my enemy. Enemy number 3, if I do recall. Congratulate on a new job. Wait, let's order her to clean. Like, clean up her mess. And then leave my apartment. I'm gonna go try to cook something. This is probably dangerous. I should check our luck first. I didn't think I would ever have to do this kind of thing, but here we are. Alright, I think I'm going to have her do just a very basic grilled cheese. Please don't set the stove on fire because, we can't afford to replace it. You spent all the money on a fancy TV and a new bed. Actually, more than a TV. It was like a whole... Oh my goodness, that broke already. Oh, how hard did you slam that door? Alright, we're gonna have to repair this too. Oh, it's leaking all over the floor. We really should be wearing slippers or something in this place. It seems a bit dangerous to walk barefoot in this house. I do think she'll try her best to keep things neat-ish. She is still a teenager, so there's a little bit of that... Well, she's an irresponsible teenager, so there's a little bit of that teenage irresponsibility. Yeah, it's gonna be fun trying to keep this place clean. Now, oh my goodness, even your TV is broken? What is going on in this place? I thought it was her... Really? Fine, I'll move it myself. I thought it was her, like, club members, but I'm gathering there's something wrong with this apartment for sure. I should explain that the easel is one of the things that she stole from Clement. I don't know that she intends to actually use it, but it's there, just in case. She didn't want to sell it. I just noticed that she has a moodlet. Am I good enough? From fear of disappointing parents. Their disappointed sighs and head shakes could be felt in the whole house. Amber isn't good enough for them, and it's making her uneasy. Also, she stole something. She swiped some berries, by the looks of it, and made a whole 45 simoleons. Okay, some blackberries. We can't sell those, apparently. Can we at least sell all of these parts that you have? Because That would be nice. Maybe we can get a planter pot and plant those. She could use blackberries in her future baking stuff. All right, she's going to clean off the day, and then I think she's going to do a bit of cooking. We unfortunately can't bake in this apartment. Um, we have no actual oven. Eventually, I'm hoping that we have the money to get her one of those countertop ovens. You know, it's kind of a big thing for her that she wants someday because she just loves to bake. Oh my goodness, all she did was use the shower and it broke. This place is awful. I don't know how good that self woohoo was, but she just became popular while doing it. I don't want to ask questions. Amber needed to get out of the house, so she called up Antonio, and he's like, hey, let's go to the art gallery. You'll love the new, show that's there right now. It's very much your style, very modern, and okay, they're going to view some things together. And she's hoping when nobody's looking that maybe she can grab something that she likes. I'm not seeing anything that's particularly orange that would really suit her apartment, but I do think I kind of like this one. I guess this one's a bit orange-ish, but I don't know that it really is her vibe. There is some orange in this as well. Maybe we can kind of see which one she seems to enjoy the most. Okay, we got a couple of like nods and uh-huh from that one. Now let's see, what about this one? Okay, he seems more into it. He's a little closer to it, really getting into it and enjoying the art. She just kind of looks a little bit like, yeah, it's okay. I'm cool with it. He's smiling though. He really likes that one. Oh, wait, we got a bit of a cheer over that one though. All right, so how are we feeling about this piece? Oh, he really likes to get into the art, doesn't he? Oh, he's really thinking about it. Okay, she's not much of an art critic, I think. It probably wouldn't hurt if she was a little bit more of an art critic. So if she's going to be stealing things, she at least knows what she's stealing and what might be valuable. That will probably come with time, though. Actually, that could be why she starts painting. You know, a little bit of touching up things or making forgeries or something like that. Okay, all right, she's had him come over here with her. And now she is going to run over here by herself. We're going to take a look around, make sure no one else is around. Museums are not very popular. And we're going to attempt to swipe this. See if anyone notices. I think she might pull this off. She successfully swiped the object without drawing any attention, and it's in her inventory. I think she now needs to distract Antonio and get him out of here because oh, the posters are gone. Because she doesn't exactly want him to notice that it's gone. It is absolutely dead here, by the way. We can't paint on the mural because it's covered. What was he thinking? This is just no fun. She decided to bring him back to her apartment. She was like, it's not the greatest place, but, she trusts him not to judge her. He never has. He's been very accepting of who she is. He clearly comes from some kind of money, but, he's just okay with who she is, and I think it works out well for them. I think the two of them are going to play a game together and just kind of hang out for a bit. She might order some pizza and just spend time with him. She's kind of loving this chance to spend time with just him and none of the other friends around. She definitely knows that there's something between them, as much as she keeps trying to deny it. I forgot she had some grand breakfast in here. I think we're gonna pull this out. She did some cooking because, of course she did, because she loves to. She's gonna call him to the meal, and they're gonna have some dinner together. It's breakfast, technically. You could sit in here with him instead of eating like a complete slob out here. Oh, the figure out differences was from the fear of being judged. Today is the day. It's time to stare back into those judgy eyes and figure out exactly why they feel the need to judge Amber. Select 2 different Sims and click the figure out differences under the friendly category. Okay, so we can actually get rid of her fear that way. As much as I hate to, I'm going to invite her other friend Colton over. Maybe he heard the 2 of them were hanging out and he just thought he was invited. I mean, because they are always together, so why would she be hanging out with Antonio and not him also? Okay, we're gonna figure out our differences with him as well, since he's come in. Okay, listen, Franklin, we're not gonna lecture you. We kind of actually encourage you being completely crazy. We're gonna pamper you on the couch. That probably is going to mean that Antonio is going to have to move. We'll figure it out. Okay, wait. So we got rid of that fear then? Okay. We still have the fear of disappointing parents, the high school dropout, the fear of fire, the fear of death. Basically, we're afraid of everything, and we're a shady, evil, glutton kleptomaniac. Life is good. I wonder if we can just send one of them home. It does generally seem like when I try to send someone home, it sends everybody. Yep, that's exactly what I figured would happen. They both left. Alright, I think we're just going to do a little troll into forums, and we're going to just get through a few days here. We don't have work for another 2 days. I actually feel like, yeah, we're only going to work a couple of days before we age up and get our real job. It broke. Everything breaks. Set up social media password stealer? How do we do that on a broken computer? Let's repair it and then we'll do that. Oh, she rage quit that game earlier from being a sore loser. How did I not notice that? Set up social media password stealer. With great power comes great responsibility. Amber may lack both, but at least she can no longer be called a complete delinquent. Ouch. Okay, I think she opened up the ability to send spam money, I think it said. Oh, diffuse prank? No, we don't want to do that. Is this prank on ourselves? Like, how did we manage that? Socialize. Okay, send spam money request to. Who do we not like very much? I mean, we got Abby. We've actually got a whole lot of options. I feel like we should send it to people we don't know. We'll just start at the top of the list with those who are still alive would be a good start. It's a little hard to get money from ghosts. Which actually brings up the fact that I completely forgot that Ashlyn was reborn. Just, oh, she got 100 simoleons from that. How frequently can she do that? Because that could be a good way to make a bit of money. I don't know if it's the kind of thing we can get in trouble for. But, okay. Let's skip Abby. I think Abby's kind of a friend. We don't have a lot of friends. We do eventually have to have 5 enemies, and I feel like we're doing a pretty good job of that so far. We have Genesis. Clement is nearly there. Kay is nearly there. Or is there. I think she's... Okay, Melissa's there. Tanya should be soon if we work at that a little bit. Monica we could probably make an enemy at some point. Alright. Amber's attempt at swindling money from innocent Sims has failed miserably. Okay, so it didn't work that time. You know, it's not going to work every time. I'm not even going to try to ask how this ended up on the bed. Now, as much as I love Amber's look, I do think as part of this whole trying to disappear, she's going to change up her look a bit. I think I want to make her hair orange because of the whole orange generation. And I want to change up the style a bit. Maybe she'll have grown out her hair a little or done some kind of new cut with it. I don't know. We'll have to figure out what looks good for her. But I think a little bit of a new style would suit her. Alright, I totally agonized over this decision for far too long. But once this hair was on her, I just kept coming back to it. This is Amber's new look. I changed up a couple of her outfits. There were some that we really haven't seen very much yet, like this one and this one, so I left those. This one and obviously the first one are new. Her formal is still the same. We haven't really used that either. I did change up her workout clothes a little bit. It's been cold in the city, so she has something a little warmer. And pajamas, we have the one she had before, and I just added a new one. Party wear has stayed the same. We haven't used that yet. Her swimwear, pretty much the same story. We really haven't had to use it. Hot weather, that one I kept because I just like how it turned out. This one I kept, and this one is new. And then her cold weather, changed it up a little bit, give her more of a, I guess, slightly updated look. All I did was change the top, but I really think it's cute. And I don't know, I feel like that fits her whole bakery vibe. So this episode was basically a whole lot of catching up and not a whole lot else. I will kind of, in between episodes, work on just kind of getting her through this career. It doesn't seem to have any promotion requirements or anything like that. So it just seems like she just does what she does and moves on. But she will be an adult in a few days. And that will be the point when we come back, assuming no other major life events happen before then. So we're just going to kind of go through the days and do the boring stuff. Hopefully, once we've started building up a little bit more money, we can look into starting a bakery. She does have to stay in this apartment until after she's had her children. So, for many reasons, including the fact that this apartment is awful to live in, she'll probably have those children pretty young. And there's a solid chance we'll accomplish that just before she becomes an adult or just after. We'll kind of have to play it by ear and see how the relationship with Antonio has developed over that time. But I will check back in on her birthday. Thank you so much for watching. Wishing you a day full of purrs, whimsy, and wonder. Don't forget to paw that like button if you enjoyed curling up here today. And remember, stay cozy, stay kind, and stay curious.